This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com/Alli Cherry for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Hey everyone, so I'm actually breaking up this Q&A series into 3 separate videos, so this is 2 out of 3, and let's get right into the questions. The next question is, ever tried reusable pads? If so, what brand would you recommend? So I've never technically tried reusable pads, but I do use reusable period underwear, so it's like sort of the same thing, right? I've been using Thinx period underwear for a very long time, and I love it. There are some things that are hard to make swaps on, but I would say swapping my period stuff out for reusable period underwear has been so easy. I've never had any trouble with leakage. I definitely, understand that if you don't have access to a private washer and dryer, or maybe if you live with other people, you might not want to use these. So it's really going to be up to each person, right? It does take a little bit more work than just using a pad that you can throw away, and I get that, and I don't want to say that I have all the answers to everyone's situations, because I don't. But I do know that I've traveled with them before, and I've been able to just wash them out in between days in the sink with just some mild soap. And then usually, depending on the weather, they do just dry overnight. They tell you not to put them in the dryer anyway. So I have been able to do that, or maybe I'll have 2 pairs that I'll switch off in case it doesn't dry completely overnight, if it's really cold. And yeah, that's been a really easy option for me. I don't wash them in the washing machine every single day. Sometimes I'll just clean them in the sink, and then, you know what I mean? And then at the end of my cycle, I'll wash all of them in the washing machine. So that's been a really great option for me. I also do really love menstrual cups, not all of them. When I first started going zero waste back in 2012, 2013, I tried the Diva cup, and it was horrible for me. It didn't work at all. I couldn't get it to not leak, and I was just not comfortable with my body at that time, and so it was just this whole new process for me. If you guys have used menstrual cups, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. But since then, I've found the Organic cup and the Lily cup compact, and I love both of those. I've been able to get both of them to work for me. So if you're struggling with a menstrual cup and you want to make one work, maybe just there's so many helpful YouTube videos that I found about finding a cup that works for you and your body. And again, just like I was saying earlier, everyone's body is different. Everyone is living a different experience, so it might not work for you, and if it doesn't, there are other options that you can try also. But for me personally, I've really loved the Organic cup. It doesn't leak on me, and it's really comfortable to wear. So that's the one that I have most recently been using. But before that, I used the Lily cup compact, and that one was good. I like that the silicone is a little bit thinner, and it's collapsible, which is sort of interesting. It makes it really easy to travel with because it's so small. But I did have some issues with that one. And again, this isn't really helpful because I don't really know why I was having issues with it. I just know that it didn't always maybe suction correctly. I don't know. When it worked, it was great, but then sometimes it didn't work and it wasn't great. But with the Organic cup, for some reason, it works a lot better for my body. I don't know if this is helpful, but I do really love that one. So yes, those are the things that I use for my zero waste period, and I recommend all of them. The Thinx especially, I feel were such a major game changer for me, because even with my menstrual cup, sometimes I just get nervous that it's gonna leak, and so I'll wear the Thinx if I'm having a particular day of nervousness, or on a heavier day. And it is incredible to me, because I always used to have to wear little panty liners even with my menstrual cup, but now I don't, and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, I highly recommend all of those. If you have any more questions about them, you can ask me on Instagram, you can DM me, or you can ask in the comments, and I'll try to help Yeah, I'll try. I'm not a like wealth of knowledge about that sort of thing, but I do know it works for me, so I can share my experience with you. What's your favorite product at BYO? So if you guys don't know, BYO, or Bring Your Own Long Beach, is it's the zero waste store that's most local to me, and I love it so much. The owner, Julie, actually just opened up her second location in Long Beach, and I'm so excited for her. It's in this really cool historic building in the East Arts District, I think. So that one's actually a little bit farther from me. I generally shop, or I haven't been to the new location yet, but I shop at her first location, which is inside a nonprofit called Algalita, and they do a lot of great stuff, outreach and research pertaining to plastic in the ocean and stuff. So anyway, her first shop is in Algalita. I would say the thing that I've purchased the most from her has been organic jojoba oil, because I use that as my moisturizer. I also use it in my essential oil recipes, like when I make Nick beard oil, I use that. I love jojoba oil because it's not sticky, it sinks into the skin really easily, and it has a really neutral smell, and it doesn't ever like break me out or anything. So before she started carrying that, I would just buy it in a glass container with a little dropper, but it had sort of, I would buy it online, right? So that's not technically zero waste. There's a lot of energy that goes into shipping things, and it had plastic around it, and sometimes they would ship it in, with plastic packaging too. But now I'm able to buy it from her, and I'm so grateful. So I would say that's my favorite from her. I also love her French dish soap. I purchased that twice. I just started my second one. It lasts forever, and it suds up really nicely and is great for cleaning, and it's palm oil free. And then I also buy my dish scrubbers from her. I love those. But yeah, she has tons of stuff. If you guys are local, definitely check her out. And that's all I have for this video today. I'm going to upload the last video in my Q&A series really soon, so make sure you're subscribed for that, and thank you so much for watching. I want to thank Squarespace for continuing to support my channel here on YouTube by sponsoring this video. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform that you can use to build your website, blog, or online store. They empower you with all the tools you need to create a beautiful and professional online presence, and they even offer marketing tools like Squarespace email campaigns with over 30 customizable starter templates to help you stand out in your customer or subscriber's inbox. So if you want to start your own new creative venture, or even transfer your current third-party domain, go to squarespace.com/Alli Cherry for 10% off your first purchase.